So number 7 being absolute value, same question as always. Is there anything outside the absolute value bars? No. So we are ready to split this right away. This gives me the absolute value. I'm sorry, not absolute value anymore. It gives me everything that was in the absolute value, less than or equal to 9. It also gives me 6q plus 9 is greater than or equal to negative 9. So the first big mistake, please don't forget that when you switch it from positive 9 to negative 9, you flip the symbol around. Now when I go to solve these, I'm going to subtract 9, so 6q is less than or equal to 0. 6q is greater than or equal to negative 18. If I divide by 6, I get that q is less than or equal to 0. Q is greater than or equal to negative 3. I do not flip this one around. This is another common mistake that people make. If I divide by positive 6, I don't care that this was negative. I divided by a positive, so it stays greater than. So now I have to graph these because depending on the graph, I may end up changing the final answer. So there's 0. Here's negative 3. They're both solid dots because they are underlined, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Less than 0 would point left. Greater than negative 3 would point right. So they do end up being connected. Because they are connected, I have to rewrite the inequality solution as a continuous inequality. So we find now that q is anything between 0 and negative 3. So we're going to write that. Q is between negative 3 and 0. When you do this, think about which symbols you need to have. 3 or negative 3 should be less than all of this, and q should be less than or equal to 0. So the symbols do point this direction. So all of this would be your final solution.